Well, the big secret finally revealed on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, today is Tuesday, the 16th of April, and I'm driving along here on I-80, just crossed into Wyoming from Nebraska. The sun is something awful right now, but yeah, if you kind of take a gander around behind me, you might notice something different. For one, I got an orange seatbelt on. Cabinet looks a little different above my head and so forth. Well, yep, it's because I'm in a different truck. That's right, that's the big news that I was working on. It was going to cost, I was due an overhead head gasket on my other truck, and I'm also due for a full engine rebuild. They call it an in-frame, because that's included in the whole in-frame. If you just do the head gasket, that's about $7,500 plus. Then I'm still going to have to do the in-frame shortly because I'm well over 1 million miles on that truck. So I started looking at other options, and I found this truck, which I just went and picked up today. Drove out to York, Nebraska last night. My wife drove out with me. We stayed at an awful Motel 6. I'll tell you more about that coming up. Now I got the sun a little bit out of the way. Anyway, so this truck was a pretty good option. It has about 500,000 less miles than my Coronado. And it is going to be a fairly easy transition. You know, I love my Coronado because the custom remodel I did to it. So I'm going to try to make this one as close to that as I can without cutting into it like I did on the other one. But this one's already set up a little more like my previous truck, and I'll show you some videos of all that. I'm just bringing it back to Cheyenne today. I've got to go pick up the lignite tomorrow, and I'm going to have to keep running the other truck for probably 1 to 2 weeks until I can get this one plated. And we've already got it insured, but we do have to get a plate on it and a couple other things. So that's going to take a little bit of time. It takes a little longer to get a plate in Wyoming. I have to do a special account that I haven't had before. So yada yada yada. Long story short, we're still going to be driving the other truck for a little bit longer. All right, so here we are parked at the Dwyer Junction rest area on I-25 north of Wheatland, south of Douglas. I looked ahead on Trucker Path, and where I usually park at the Broken Wheel Truck Stop in Douglas was already all full, and Orange Junction rest area was full, so I had to park at this one. Got past Bordeaux Road, which I always call the Swift Graveyard. That's where a lot of trucks end up flipping off the road, and a lot of them tend to be Swift, because it's always windy there, even if it's not windy anywhere else in Wyoming. And boy, the drive home today, like I said earlier, that wind was just terrible driving that newer truck home. But so anyway, I've got to pick up my lignite tomorrow. New truck's at home. Back in the older truck. It's only older by 2 years, but this one has got 500,000 miles more than the other truck that I'm going to be using soon. So that was the big reveal. That's what I was talking about in my last video, saying, well, I've got something in the works, but we were able to get it all finalized today. So I'll show you some pics and vid of it. All right, here it is parked at the house. It's a nice burgundy color. It's a Cascadia. That's part of the Park Smart APU system. It's a little bit different APU on this truck. I did demand brand new drive tires before I take it. And here's a look around the truck. This is when I test drove it about a week ago on my way back towards Cheyenne. There's the hood open. Yeah, it's a 2018 Cascadia 126. Does have the visors. So many of the Cascadias don't. It's a DD13 engine, which is a 12.8 liter, point liter bigger than my current truck, the 12.7 liter Detroit Series 60, but of course much newer. It is a 2018 engine. Got a Toyo steer on that side, brand new. On the other side, it's got a Firestone steer, also brand new. You can see the engine looks pretty good overall. They did move the cab air filter down to where you can reach it while you're on the ground. There's a brand new air dryer cartridge on there, so that's good to know. It looks like it's in really pretty good shape overall. And like I say, look at it. They put a new windshield on too, so that's kind of handy. Here's inside, looking over. They redesigned it around 2018 from the previous Cascadias. No clutch on there, so Clutch Trucker has no clutch. How about that? They don't. All Cascadias got rid of the big area I have above in this truck, but they put in some bigger cabinets on the side that lock down with a closure over them. But this area right up there is kind of useless. Why is that there? So I'm going to have to do some customizing to make this one work for me. And this is a little mini fridge actually in here, and it's so mini. Well, you can put like a sandwich and a drink in there, and that's it. That's coming out. All right, there's the lower bunk. Now this is the Elite Driver Lounge, is what they call it. There's above a nice cabinet above. It has a microwave cabinet below right there. There's the upper bunk. They have a ladder attached to that one now. Now, when you lift up that lower bunk, look. Now you have a table, and you reveal a couple of chairs. You flip those up, and you got a whole lounge situation. So this is going to be closer to what I have in my current truck, so I don't have to do quite as much adjustment. So I think it's going to work for me. So that's the hope. All right, as we continue the tour here, I can see there's the upper bunk, and it does have a ladder that telescopes down. That's a new feature. That's probably going to be used for storage just initially until I can build some more stuff. Here I am sitting on one side of the lounge, looking back towards the front of the truck. Extra space on that. That's going to be nice. So I'm going to enjoy that. Again, that front overhead is useless. But I'm really going to enjoy the table. Here I am on the other side. I created a whole countertop in my current truck to make sandwiches and stuff. So there's some still pics, and the microwave goes there, looking towards the front. That fridge goes away. I'm going to put something else in there. I think we can make it work. And it even has a cabinet there on the side, like I had to build in this truck, so I could hang some clothes. What do you think? And there's a cabinet above. Cool. And a one below. Socks and underwear will go down there, baby. Yeah, automatic. So that's taking a little getting used to. I've been driving, a 13 speed. My last truck before that, I think, was a 10, and the one before that was also a 10. This is a 13 manual transmission. You split the gears, the upper gears. The newer truck is an all-automatic transmission, 12 speed. So that's going to take a little getting used to. It doesn't like to start off right away. It kind of is like, you sure? You sure? In case you didn't catch that, you sure? The overall gas mileage, the reason I'm doing this, I explained earlier, is because I was facing major repairs. 30,000 plus it would take a month off to do that. So now we're talking losing another 10 to 15,000. I don't have 45,000 burning a hole in my pocket that I can just, throw at that. So this was the cheaper option, so I can keep driving, keep working, keep bringing money home for the family. Trying to be the responsible adult. I hate to give up this truck because I did this custom remodel, and boy, do I love it. So, but this newer truck, you saw from the pictures and everything, it's about the closest thing I could get. I'm going to do some customizing. I've got to try to build some more storage space in there. I think I found a pretty easy way to do it. So you can follow along as I do that in the upcoming videos in the upcoming weeks and months, as I try to make that truck a little more my own. I'm not going to cut through the wall or anything like I did in this one. I'm not going to do anything quite as drastic. But I did already order a porta potty, and I wanted to thank you to Junior O, Connie Rents, some of my major subscribers. John Hallgren all sent me some money for my birthday, and I used that because they sent me gift cards and stuff to help buy this newer porta potty that's going to go in the newer truck. It's a Thetford Curve. Got a picture right there. I considered that for this truck actually, but I decided to go full tilt and do a fresh water system and all that. Now this one is a self-contained, so it's going to be a little easier to deal with. I can move it around, And eventually I may end up taking out the passenger seat in the newer truck, and I did get the plate that you can mount it to the floor with and end up mounting it there. So that's all future stuff. So like I say, stay tuned for all the upcoming videos as I customize the new one. As I started to allude to, the fuel economy savings in the new truck is going to be phenomenal compared to this one. Love this truck, but it is a 25-year-old engine. It's a 1999 Detroit Series 60 12.7 liter engine, and I average between 4.5 and 5.5 miles a gallon. These newer trucks are 6 to 7. All I have to do is get 1 mile an hour, mile a gallon better fuel economy, and that's going to cover my monthly payment for the newer truck. So, because it's only about $1,100 a month, an extra to get into this newer truck with a lot less miles. The fuel saving is going to cover that. So basically, I was able to kind of step sideways into this newer truck without really spending any money, except I had to put money down, but a hell of a lot less than I would have to scrape up to try to get this one completely fixed and repaired. There's the whole gist. So for right now, we are still in, I think as I am now going to call it, CT1, Clutch Trucker 1. I'm going to name the new truck CT2, Clutch Trucker 2. Can't name it CT3. That's actually a YouTube channel I like to watch a lot. CT3, really cool. If you're into those police audits where they try to, see if the cops know the law, and the cops are saying, well, I have to see your identification. No, you don't. You have no legal right to ask that. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, go to CT3 on YouTube. He has some really good content. So, like I say, as for now, I'll be running in CT1 here for at least another week, maybe 2, possibly even a little bit more. I got to get all the paperwork in place in Wyoming to get my own plate there. It's just going to be a lot easier to handle it that way. Still running with L on Wheels, and those of you who put in comments on the last one saying, you're going to be leaving another company, why are you doing that? No, I'm not. I helped Elliot build L on Wheels, and no, I'm not leaving. And we are still looking for other drivers to join us. So I've made a video a few weeks back all about that. So if you'd be curious about joining us at L on Wheels, the door is open. You can always email Elliot at elliot@lonwheels.net, or you can email me at clutch@lonwheels.net, and we'll get you the right information and give you a talk. What do you think? Alright, so we're kind of in the transition stage. Ooh, sounds kind of scary, doesn't it? No, my trucks are transitioning, not me. Alright, so as far as load updates, yeah, picking up the Lignite tomorrow on the 17th, Wednesday in Glen Rock, Wyoming. I'm only about an hour and 15 minutes away from that pickup tomorrow morning. Then running to Rothschild, Wisconsin, deliver that on Friday. I booked another load through Coyote. Couldn't get the serial this coming weekend, so I've got one picking up in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, going down to the Walmart Distribution Center in North Platte, Nebraska. That delivers 4 a.m. Sunday morning. So then I can get back to home Sunday afternoon, try to get all this paperwork put together, try to get that turned in Monday morning before I pick up another load of Lignite in Glen Rock on Monday the 22nd. Nothing booked after that, so that's where we're staying. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yeah, finally got to reveal that. I didn't want to reveal anything too much earlier because, when you're working on trying to get a deal on a truck, you don't want somebody else coming in and swooping in and taking it out from you. Especially one as unique as that one is with that whole driver lounge situation, as they call it. It's a beautiful thing, right, Rusty? Yeah, we'll be comfortable in there. Good, it's going to be a little of adjustment. Love my full-size bed upstairs. I got to give that up. But we'll make it work. All right. Right? Yeah, they're coming up. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. Get your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a few days because I'm a working truck driver. Clutch Trucker on Instagram. Clutch Trucker on Twitter X. Clutch Trucker on TikTok. Clutch Trucker 5 on TikTok. Ring that bell for notifications so you know when the videos come out. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty. Out. Well, you see, my ex-husband threatened to kill me in public. Why would your husband threaten to kill you in public? I think what she means is her ex-husband threatened in public to kill her. All right. Are you ready for your reward for helping out? Where are you going? Come back here. Rusty. What are you doing? You ready for a bacon strip? Yeah? Oops. There you go, Rusty. Eating that bacon strip. Yeah, loving the bacon strip. He's loving that bacon strip. Sometimes it eats too fast and it starts to cough. Well, you gobbled it up. There's a piece right there. You are all over it tonight, baby. All over it. Right, Rusty? Yeah, you got it.